Being human is incredible. We can sit around and watch YouTube without feeling the threat of a dinosaur or a bear coming to eat you. With our nimble and adaptable bodies, we could do almost anything. And yet, we're still pretty shit.
Oh, Ace, evolution takes like millions of years. You can't expect to see such a significant change in such a short amount of time. Well, bitch.
Humans are kind of shit. Sometimes it's something simple like wisdom teeth, and that rocked my shit for a while. I'm no special case, as a lot of you can probably relate to. You might be a sideways Sally or a wacky Wilson. I was lucky where mine didn't mess with my sinuses or my job, but one of mine did decide to take the horizontal route and tried to sabotage all the hard work my braces did during high school. I'm not going back through that. I guess wisdom teeth are a Neanderthal thing, which didn't really get along with the human jaw thing. So some people just never ended up with wisdom teeth. But through this rabbit hole, I also found out what a baby skull looks like, and it's no wonder I think that children are little monsters. And wisdom teeth aren't even the worst of it. Is it stupid that our mouths are no longer equipped to deal with their own fucking teeth? Yeah, obviously, but at least they won't explode on us. The appendix has always pissed me off. I don't know who got off with giving us Schrodinger's C. Forgan, but I was always under the impression that they were completely useless, and now they're saying they're not completely useless. From what I hear, the pain of appendicitis is absolutely unbearable, so why are we going through that again? Those are little gripes in comparison to our real problem. Our brains. And yeah, they're pretty useful, and I'd like to keep mine exactly where it is right now, but the problem isn't from being a huge brain. It starts when we're born. Did you know that we are born practically useless? Because if we were born any later, our mothers wouldn't physically be able to pop us out. Other animals have competent babies that can walk and don't set off the ambulance 24/7, but no. Human infants drool, shit, and cry all day until they become almost bearable, but they drop onto the map as helpless little homunculi that do nothing but scream and stink. Maybe if our brains would have gotten wrinklier instead of expanding our big-ass heads, we would have been shot out the breathing cannon as almost tolerable human creatures. So, yeah, we could have done better. I hate my arms. Some people don't know what to do with them when they walk, and they get in the way when I'm trying to sleep on my side. I don't know if it's a me issue, but if I move a little wrong, my shoulders hurt for days. I feel like there has to be a better way. I have a few ideas, but we'll get into that later in the video. Some of you might be recognizing how gross the human body is by now, but no, you don't know the worst of it yet. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel very strongly that the belly button is the most foul body part that we have. Any outie in the middle, it doesn't matter, it's gross. And I know it was useful when we were little fetuses and getting nutrients was good, but why did that tube have to leave a disgusting little scar right in the middle of our bodies? My belly button isn't an extreme either way, and it still grosses me out. My own belly button grosses me out. But don't forget, all options are bad. I remember watching cartoons as a little kid of people picking lint out of their belly button, and then finding out that people pick lint out of their belly button. I understand it's a cleanliness thing, but you have to understand that's gross. That shouldn't be normal. That shouldn't be the standard. Oh, dude, I gotta clean my belly button. Ew. Bro, what? Outies are probably worse. There isn't a specific reason I think they're disgusting, and it's not your fault if you have one. It's not anyone's fault that we have belly buttons. They're all just disgusting! We're gonna start off with some bug fixes, some real simple shit. We're gonna patch the exploding bug in the appendix here. No more random chance for this one to just pop off on ya. No more assassinating any majorly famous magicians or Mormons. This next one's my bank account's favorite. I'm finally putting the kibosh on some wisdom teeth. No more expensive surgery with long recovery time. Neanderthals be damned. I wanna take these bitches off. Solution? Make them detachable. Have something you just can't reach? Put your arm in your other arm. Shoulder pain? Just take it off. Don't get me wrong, I love my arms. They're very useful. They house my thumbs. They just get in the way sometimes. My buddy said I should make them retractable, and I'm not sure what I would do with my hands if they didn't get sucked into my body. I just want to be Breach from Valorant. Those bitches probably just pop right off, and they have the capability to do massive destruction, which just speaks to me. I have two problems. My belly button is repulsive, and I could die via eating. Solution? Mouth two. Two locations. Just like when we were in the womb. Hold the talking, hold the womb. Maybe more like a garbage disposal. I know the visual isn't very good, but it's a small price to pay for never having to worry about choking ever again. Hot dogs be damned. It's like the second mouth would talk or anything. We would still have the one on our face for that. And also breathing. Putting eating hole next to breathing hole was never the ideal design. No, not a problem. There's one more thing I'd like to say goodbye to for good. No more of these little shits. Also pregnancy, that sounds terrible. It's a fucking parasite that's just allowed to stay in your body rent-free, and then it comes out looking like that after 9 whole months of being in there. We're going to be raising our babies in test tubes from now on. We put them in cribs after they're born anyway, so I don't see the problem with putting them in a more complex crib until they are smart enough to unshit themselves. We could also probably start implementing some bug fixes through gene selection or whatever the fuck they call that shit when scientists play God. Not sure if we need to cut off the baby's arms in the tube and start some sort of cyborg arm system early on, but we can figure that out later. Being human is complicated and a little bit gross. We've definitely got a long way to go when it comes to evolution, but it's still amazing how far we've come.